This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 1999 Ford F-350 Crew Cab Long Bed, two-wheel drive, 7.3 liter turbo diesel. It's a Lariat, which is leather. Bought it directly from an insurance company in Houston. And it's on a clean title, has 292,261 miles. When we first get these trucks in, we do a really intense inspection. We take wheels off, put it in the air, take pictures underneath, do blow-by videos, the whole bit. This is what it looks like when it prints up on our computers. But what we did is we replaced both rear brake pads. We did replaced upper and lower ball joints. We repaired a rear window that wasn't working. And that was about it. Went to detail. This truck is ugly, just so you know. It's a 7.3 turbo diesel. It runs great, but it's ugly. It's got everything going on wrong that you could possibly have going on wrong with paint and basically with paint. The body's not terrible, hasn't been wrecked, but there's dings all over the place. So I'm going to run through the cosmetics really fast because it's kind of worthless to be specific about it. This will be a 4-hour video. As you can see, it's got lots of lacquer checking, which happens in the hot sun. So it spent its time outside. See that? Front tires are in pretty good shape. I would say probably 50% tread. If you're buying this truck, you're going to buy it to work with. There's some scratches there. You're buying this to work with, to tow your bass boat with, so you don't get mad when somebody backs into you at the boat ramp or whatever. If you're buying this to show off, then you're probably either blind or not the smartest person in the world. It's a 7.3, so having had to buy 7.3s before, just the motors were close to what you're going to pay for this truck. Motor and tranny are worth what you're going to pay for the truck. It's got this funky rear bumper here. It does have a tow package. Scratches in the bed. I mean, we just bought this. We were going to make this our shop truck, but we decided that it ran well enough that it could actually be sold to the public, and so we are. Crack right here. There's I don't see more than maybe an inch or two that doesn't have a scrape or a scratch or a ding or something on it. Rear tires look like they're about 40 or 50% tread, and if that's the case, the fronts are probably more like 50 or 60% tread. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, let me fire this thing up. We'll look under the hood. 292,266. We did put one new battery on this side. You can see that there's your Ford emblem there. So this is an original fender. There's your Ford emblem there, so that side of the core support's original. Stickers where they belong. There's your Ford stamp there. There's your Ford stamp there. So none of the front end parts have been replaced, so it hasn't been wrecked in the front end. It's missing the little power stroke plenum, they call that little piece of plastic that makes it look pretty. They get stolen all the time. Alright, looks to me like at some point in its past somebody has replaced the carpet. It's got that funky shade to it. That's not staining, that's just somebody put some aftermarket carpet in it. That's your driver rear window, little thing here, door panel. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. Weird color. And if you don't care about not having four-wheel drive and you don't care about looks, you just care about pulling stuff, and maybe you need something that you're not going to be upset about crashing around in your yard or whatever, then this would be it. Because mechanically, it's fantastic. Visually, not so much. Power seat, back, forward, up, down, rear seat cushion up, rear seat cushion down, front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down. There will be before pictures that'll look, there's 4 pictures from how we bought it. There was a hole right here that we filled. Some plastic pieces in here. We're going to rattle around during our drive, so I'm going to take them out. Alright, there's your driver window, passenger front window, passenger rear window, and driver window. Driver rear window is in off. Which actually I think it said in the report. So it probably needs a window motor, I'm guessing, because the switch one's fine. Everything works fine. This was a new insert put in. I can see that that's brand new here, so it probably was torn on the outside. And that's a new heel pad, so there's probably a hole in the heel pad that we repaired. There's your tilt. That works fine. Alright. Let's hop in here, get the seat situated. Alright, let's see. Mirrors. Out, in, up, down. Other side. Out, in, up, down. Okay. Door locks. That works fine. Alright, let's see. What else we got going on here? Let's try some air conditioning. Radio. We have a radio. CD player, old school cassette player, cup holder. Center console. Let's see. Tilt this wheel down a little bit. Seatbelt on. Alright. Here's your overdrive. Off. On. Your miles. There's your cluster. Let's go for a ride. It's on a clear title, so if you come to Tucson to drive it home, which you're welcome to do, you're going to pay a dock fee of $250, and you're going to pay taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. We have a lot of people from Alaska that come down here. Their state tax rate is 0, so when they come, they pay 2% tax and they pay $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price, nothing else. You have the vehicle shipped out, and we mail you the title once we receive full payment. You'll have your own online file where you'll see all the paperwork we have for the truck, which is the front and back of the insurance company title as they sold it to us. You'll have your title in as we sold it to you, including the notarized the notarized back of the title. You'll also have the actual envelope scanned in that we mailed you the title in. Any documentation that we have, we will share with you, so you'll have as much history as you can. This thing runs good. 99. It's a 7.3 for you. You can throw rocks at it all day long, treat it like crap, and at the end of the day, you do some brake pads and ball joints, and you're good to go. The air is blowing ice cold, by the way. What else is there? Fred is our shipper. He brings us all of our vehicles from all over the country. His number is right in the middle of our ad, Fred at Beacon Shipping Logistics. If you want a good price and good communication, give him a call and use him. At the very least, use him to find out if you're paying too much. Paying too little is not the way to go with shipping. You want to find the number right in the middle, which is generally Fred. Too much sucks. Too little means the truck is going to stay here and you're going to give up a deposit and never see your car. So, at least if you don't use Fred, at least call him and get his opinion. He knows to take care of us and our people. So even if you don't use him, he's going to help. Okay. Deposits. Get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Deposit's $500. And once we get your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the vehicle at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Okay, lastly, this is where I give my speech about warranty and blah, blah, blah. I do this on every vehicle, not just on this truck. This is where I tell you, let me turn this down a little bit. Oh, it's blowing nice too. This is where I tell you that it's not a new vehicle. The Ford engineers built this vehicle and gave it a certain number of years and miles for a warranty. It's way past that. In fact, this thing is almost old enough to drive itself. Okay. They set a number of miles and a number of years because they don't know what's going to happen after that. If the engineers at Ford who built it don't know, there's little chance that we know more than they do. So, you're not buying a new vehicle. There is risk in buying something like this. And along with that risk comes a much cheaper price. So when you consider buying this vehicle, realize that there could be issues sooner or later, and that some of the money you're saving should be set aside for repairs. At least in your mind, that should be done. We go over these things real thoroughly, and we believe we've found what's really going on here and fixed it. But it has 292,000 miles on it, and it's about to have its Sweet 16. So, if it has a check engine light in a week, fix it, okay? We have no idea. We do not have a crystal ball. We do not know what's going to happen. And so if you need risk-free, you got to buy a brand new truck. And a brand new two-wheel drive crew cab and leather is about $45,000, give or take. Right in that area. It's definitely over 40, and it's probably under 50. So buy one of those. If you want to take on a little risk, you want to smoke a deal, but you also know that you might have to spend some money sooner or later, this is the way to go, okay? Especially if you want something that you can just go out there and thrash cosmetically, because it's already pre-thrashed, okay? Thank you very much for your time.